Good morning, my friends. How are you? I am here with my beverage ready to go, and I just popped up. So let me get my computer set up. There we go. That was easy. I must have been doing it wrong before. Hey, Camille. My name is Robbie Rabala, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from New Bern, North Carolina. If you're joining us, let us know where you're from. I love to see where people come from. Sometimes I have them from Australia. I have them from all over, which I love because I love seeing where everybody is from. And lots of times it's like, oh, it's got to be really early or really late there, but it's just fun to know. I have some card. I'm going to do a card today. And actually, the sample that I'm doing, Hey Gladys, makes 2 cards. But then I'm going to show you, like, I did 3 others, so it actually would be 6 with some variations to show you, hey Renee, what it would look like with other variations. So stick around and we'll have some fun. I am so sad. I was going to do my class in April using Waves of the Ocean. Well, I have the paper for the 4 people that said, woohoo, Canada, yay. For the 4 people who said they were doing it, and I figured if anybody else joined in, I would just say, okay, this is, get it then. Well, I went to order because I have 2 packages of gems, but I needed 4 for the 4 who definitely said. Well, I went to order yesterday because I wanted to get some things off the clearance rack. The gems are on back order and they don't know when they're going to be in. It's like, oh, and I used the blue ones. So it's like, okay, I'll look around and see what else I can find. I might have to substitute something else, but we'll see. I like the gems on that paper because the Waves of the Ocean paper, it's very busy and the gems sparkle so you see them, because the sea glass, it doesn't show up. I've tried. So we'll see what happens. We have a gorgeous day here today. We've had, let's see, about two days of rain. And that was fine with me because I came up here and I just played all day. I had so much fun. I have to tell you this story. I signed up to do Kylie Bertucci's and Lisa Curcio's retreat, online retreat. I never get to go to class for me, so I always look for these kind of things online to do. And I had my paper all cut already yesterday, had everything set up, ready to go for 3 o'clock yesterday, got onto the platform because they're using a platform to do it. And I sat, and I sat, and I sat, and it was like, what is going on? So I checked it out. It's today. So it was like, well, darn. So I just said, okay, I've got all my paper cut. I'm ready to go. Hey, Linda. So I am ready for this afternoon. It goes from 3 to 11 o'clock at night. Now I am hoping I can make it till 11. It's probably going to be more bijou than anything else. By 9 o'clock, she wants in bed, and it's like, I'm not ready to go. But hey, Ruth, that's okay. It'll work out. But Bruno has a fabulous project. Oh my God, it took me forever to cut the paper for it. So I am really anxious to see what that is. So we'll be having some fun. All right, now we've got a few minutes. So if you don't have your favorite beverage, make sure you grab it so that you can sit back, relax, and watch. I have my favorite tea. So I will be putting that down in a bit because I don't want it anywhere near my projects. One time is enough for me. I turned water over and ruined a project. Thank heavens it was a watercolor project, and it just kind of bled a little bit more than it should have. Have any of you ever done that? Turn something over? I'm always setting stuff down on my ink pads. That's why I close them right away. But oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna take one more sip and put this behind me, and let me know if you've ever done anything like that in your crafting. All right, now, if you're the type that gets dizzy, close your eyes, because I'm going to take and I'm going to flip myself upside down and then flip my phone. So close your eyes so you don't get dizzy, and I'll let you know when to open them. Okay, you can open them now. I'm all flipped, but I do have to do some adjusting. Let's see, I'm gonna, oops, a little bit more that way. Now it's straight, but I had to move it. Oh, poo. All right, let me do this. All right, that's good enough. All right, so I am not going to show you the cards because we're going to make them together. All right, so, and I've got 2 card bases, all right, that I'm going to use. I have 2 pieces of Misty Moonlight, and they're just scraps because I'm going to put them here, and they're really, it's going to be close. So this piece needs to be a little bit longer than this. And then I have a piece of paper, and I think it's 3 1/4 by 4. I'm not positive, but I will be sharing all the information and the cards afterwards. So I'm going to pull out my trimmer. This is a quick card, so it's a great one. Now, I did not spend, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half diagonally. If you have a pattern, like this one is directional, this is up, so I want to make sure I cut it like this, because this will be the top, and this is going to be a bottom piece. So you're going to line those points up in your cutting track. All right, now, I don't know about you, but when I have tried to cut down on a point, good morning, Linda, I always mush the point. So take your trimmer blade, put it in the middle, cut up, and then down. And then you don't mush your points. Nothing worse than mushy points. All right, so I've got my 2 pieces like so. I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to put my tape close to the edge because I want a border. And this, okay, I may have gone a little too far, but I am going to cut that off. All right. This should be longer. Let me see if this one is better. Nope, hang on. Those are not long enough. It's got to go past it because I'm going to cut it and it won't look right. So give me a minute to grab some. This one I know will be long enough, so I'll cut it real quick. Okay, I don't need to worry now. I know they are. And I'm going to put my tape on the back of this rather than on here, since these are so long. This was an idea I saw, and there were no measurements. I went looking. So I kind of did my own thing with this. All right, so I'm going to put that one on like that. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Right. So just make sure you use a long piece. All right, now what I'm going to do is, I want my bigger scissors for this. I'm going to take and I'm going to cut this like so. So I'm extending that line. And I'm going to do the same with this, but I'm going to cut it this way so I have the paper to guide me. So there's that one. And I'm going to do the same thing here with this. See how easy this is? Make sure you use a big pair of scissors. Now, after all this, I hope it's not too long for my card base. We'll find out. If it is, we'll just modify. I've left a large border, so that might be some of it. Let's see. All right, and it goes, your card is in landscape, and then this one is the top. All right, that side is fine. So I'm just going to cut that off down there. So I'm going to add that. I wanted some interest because there's not a lot here. Make sure it's going the right way. I'm going to put this right on the very edge, like so. And then I'll take my scissors, and I got to cut this off. And I went over just a little. I must not have cut it very straight. I'm going to cut this up and even it up. There we go. All right, so there's the first card. See how easy this is? And then the other one is a reverse. I'll be doing some modifying of this one also. All right, now this one, because it's the bottom half, this one goes down in this corner, because if you put it up here, your flowers are upside down. So just, you get 2 cards out of this, so just put it down like so. And I'm going to have to do some trimming, which isn't bad. I think this one does need some trimming also. All right. I guess you wouldn't really have to trim it, but it does help you a little bit. So there are the 2 cards. Now, you can step this up. You stamp your sentiment on here, and I didn't pull one because I'll finish this afterwards. You can add a bow, but I wanted to show you, you don't have to have a lot of supplies. You can add some gems. So let me show you some of the ones that I made with this same idea. Okay, so the first one I did, all right, I'm going to move that like so. The first one I did when I was playing is this one. And I used, what I did with this is I cut my piece smaller and I mounted it, and I left a larger border on the side. And this one I just put down like that. And so there's one. And as you can see, simple, quick, easy. This one I think I cut like 1/8 of an inch off of this side and 1/8 of an inch off this side after I had cut it. So there's one idea. Here's this one. And this one, I decided not to add a border, a larger border, but to put it all the way around. And I mounted it on cardstock, colored cardstock, because I wanted to kind of highlight it. And I decided to try another color here versus the Calypso Coral so you could see it. And this one I did leave a larger border than the other one. Not as large as that, but a little bit larger. So there's another idea. And then I thought, oh, I got to have something for the guys. So I pulled out my Beauty of the Earth. And this to me reminded me of camouflage. When I looked at it, I went, oh, when I cut it, it was because it was just the rectangle. I said, that's camouflage. So what I did was I just put it on a piece of Bumblebee, and I just put it on a plain cardstock. This is Early Espresso. but I decided to mount the happy birthday up on dimensionals and put a piece behind it to really give some emphasis. So there's the 3 ideas that I did. As you can see, they're all the same layout for that, and they're all the same layout for this, but there are different things you can do. And like I said, you can easily add a bow, you can add some gems, but I wanted to show that you don't have to have a lot of supplies, and it's so quick and easy. I mean, look how quick I made those 2 cards. I did cut my paper wrong, so I had to recut it, but you know, what was it? My card bases were cut. I had my paper cut in this. So if you add those in, because this is 1 sheet just cut in half, add a little bit, like 5 more minutes onto it, and so it's probably 20 minutes. You've got 2 cards. So if you take, and we got a lot of DSP that's retiring, and I've seen the paper in the new catalog. Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm trying to use up my paper. So if you take and cut a bunch of your rectangles, you can have them all set to go. And then, I mean, you can keep it simple and just do this, add a little bow here and a sentiment, and that's it. I mean, if you have to mass produce cards, I did these this way because I have a friend who does cards for soldiers. So I send her a bunch of mail birthday cards. So I left that one there. So I may do some more of those in that same design. And I may just, to make it easy on myself, just do it this way and put the happy birthday down here. Because I've got a ton of this left. And I don't have too much of this. I have quite a bit of this left. This is the pattern paper party pack, party paper. I don't know. It's that party pattern paper pack. It's the Hostess one in the catalog right now. So there are my cards. I have 8 cards. I was looking for some simple cards to do, and I think I'm gonna do this design. I have so many cards. I've started to do some more simpler designs because then I can take them over to the nursing home and say, find out how many residents there are, and take, like once a month, take a bunch of cards over there for them to give to the residents to brighten their day, so to speak. But that was my purpose in doing this, is to show you a way to mass produce. This would be a great Christmas card. Take Christmas paper, put it here, do a strip. You could even stamp an image down here, a Christmas image down here, sentiment up there, done. So I hope you enjoyed this idea and that it's given you some ideas. If you make any of them, share them with us so that we can see. You still have time to play with my sketch. Monday is, oh, thanks for the hearts. Monday is the day that it ends. So scroll down, find the sketch, and make a card and share it with us. I love seeing what you guys come up with. I have a few people who play around and do it, but I would like to see some more do it. It would be lots of fun to have a bunch of people play with us and share your ideas. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for ideas, something, a new layout, something different. All right, now I'm going to get ready and switch this back up. So if you get dizzy, close your eyes. It's only going to take me a few minutes. So here I go. Okay. All right, I'm back. Hey, Kay. Oh, I'm sitting on my paper. But, you know, share your ideas with us. I'm in a demo group, and it's for collaboration. you know, we all have ideas, we all have tips. We need to share it among ourselves because that's only going to make all of us better demos, ideas. Even if you're a hobby demo, I don't know about you, but don't you get tired of the same thing all the time? Share your ideas. That's my whole purpose with this, is share my ideas. And you know, maybe somebody who's new to stamping watched and will order something from me, and that would be great. So if you need to order, just look for Creations in Paper. I have a blog. I have the Facebook page. I have Pinterest. I have Instagram, and I have YouTube, and it's all under Creations in Paper. I know people say to use your name, but I just use that. All right, well, I'm going to get off here and go get ready. I've got a few more things. I was dust mopping the house. A few things to do before my retreat starts at 3 o'clock today. And I'm going to be having some fun. I want to make a few more ideas I've got to get done. I got to get my newsletter out too. So have a great weekend, guys. I will see you Monday night here at 7:30 with a new sketch. Play with my sketch now and share it. I'd love to see what you come up with. Bye. Thanks, Gladys.